problem with the Ouya was, it was kind of like, from where I saw it, it was like a lot of Americans online talking about how the consoles were like, going to kill everybody with their Xbox always on DRM and stuff. And it was just like the natural response.
So people were like, oh yeah, let's play shitty mobile games on a TV. That doesn't make sense. Who looks at they're like, oh man, the PS4 and the Xbox One are coming out. Fuck them, I want to play Flappy Birds.
Well, bear in mind, like, a lot of that pitch was, let's get indie developers, hence the indie fund, and let's have this sort of like, quote, open source, like, player emulators on there and things. And then the PS4 and Xbox One came out and, full of indie games. So it was literally pointless. And the controller was shit as well, I heard.
Yeah, it looked shit. To be fair, you just saying emulated games, that sounds pretty good to be able to play, like, Pokemon on a TV. I want to do that now.
On that controller?
You could use other controllers, right? It was just like a standard USB.
Maybe, but you're a computer nerd. Just get an Arduino. Do it yourself.
A
Program
what?
your own OS, an Arduino.
Oh, God.
Have these two, like, ribbon cables hanging out the back of your TV. And, but yeah, like, it had that dumb thing, didn't it, where it was like, it was a fucking stupid shape, and if you put it on its side, you'd get less lag on your controller input.
What?
Or something like that. It had huge issues.
I know nothing about this stuff.
It's probably better. Don't read about it, because you'll just, like, realize how many broken dreams came from that. Anyway, this is a podcast.
This is, yeah. I thought you weren't going to, like, introduce it at all.
Well, I kind of like just rolling into us disparaging the Ouya. Everyone can get behind.
Yep. What's the new thing that's coming out? The new console that everyone's on about?
Oh, you on about that fucking rehacked ColecoVision?
Maybe?
I'm
not sure.
The Coleco Chameleon? I'll look it up.
I just heard people talking about some new console. For a second there, I thought it was the new Nintendo NX that I was thinking of, but apparently not.
No, so these people, they tried to get an Ouya-like thing funded, I think, a while ago, and nobody, people had wisened up a little bit. And then they ended up getting in contact with, like, the people who behind the old ColecoVision, which is, like, this decades-old console thing. And I think they're meant to be launching crowdfunding for a new ColecoVision. I don't know how to spell that.
The ColecoVision, isn't that what Pong was first on, or was that something else?
Might have been. I mean, I was not born until, like, decades after that. Console Chameleon.
I don't remember what the first console was. It sounds like it would be like a ColecoVision. That sounds like 90s enough, doesn't it?
I don't think this is the right website, but I don't know. Keeps popping up a pop-up telling me to subscribe to their mailing list.
Oh, you should probably do that then. It sounds more interesting than the Ubisoft mail list you're on.
I don't know. There's a lot of Assassin's Creed news, considering there's no Assassin's Creed game coming out. Yeah, Coleco Chameleon is a brand new game console that uses cartridges.
Oh my god.
I'm reading this on geek.com, so they're bringing you the hot hits.
Isn't the NX using cartridges? That's what people found out.
I don't know, because like that, I looked at those patent blueprints and it wasn't clear because it was marked the same way. It was literally marked the same way as the Wii U patent blueprints were, in which it was just like a card slot, so it could easily be an SD slot.
Maybe, unless they have like ultra backwards compatibility and you can put like your N64 games into it.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't think there was no indication it was anything other than an SD slot. I'll put it that way.
I can't believe Nintendo still use SD cards. Like, I just ordered a new 3DS since mine was broken, and I think I might have to buy a new SD card because I don't know how to remove it from my old 3DS.
Yeah. I was going to say the 2DS just has like a panel on the side you flip down.
I don't know. I don't even know where my old 3DS is, to be fair. My Animal Crossing save is probably dead on it.
You should look up a picture of this Coleco Chameleon, because it looks like something that fell out of the 70s. It's got like a rainbow-colored text on the front.
Hey, gotta show that gay pride.
But
they're inclusive of all sexualities and genders on this console.
And they have the analog sticks both at the top of the sides of the controller. So they're in on my books.
God damn it.
No DLC, quote, there's no DLC, DRM, or online multiplayer here, just at-home gaming, plain and simple.
What do they mean, no DLC? Why can a console control what the games do?
There used to be some. I think that's the idea of the cartridge, isn't it? It's like it's all physical. You will never have to patch anything.
You say that,
so
but
the two games that launch with it will be broken.
Wasn't there like an add-on for the NES to have DLC? Like Pokemon Stadium had something that you like plug into the Player 2 slot of your fucking NES, and then you put in a second cartridge on top, and it turns into like a transformer.
That sounds about right. I never had a NES.
Neither did I. The earliest console I had was a PS1, I think.
Yeah, that was the one I had the most fun memories of. There was a
As
Star Wars game, and I never got past the first level, which was on a conveyor belt.
yeah, I never had a save cartridge or what were they called? Memory card for my PS1, so I could never save anything. So you just play for hours, get as far as you can, and then have to restart the next day.
God, I used to buy all the Army Men games. I don't know if you ever played them. You know,
I
the little
played
green
one.
plastic men.
Yeah.
Oh God, there was 3DO. They must have gone out of business at some point, but there was dozens of them on that on the PS2. So fucking good. So fucking good.
See, me, I was a PC gamer when I was younger. I used to play the hits like Quake and Delta Force and Doom.
Yeah, well, that explains a lot, I guess.
Wow, thanks.
I've never played Doom. I think we've said that on here before.
Really? You should play it on your Xbox One, the all-in-one entertainment system, now that it's on backwards compatibility.
Oh, is it? Is that the BFGH edition thing?
What?
Oh, is BFG edition? I thought that was only Doom 3.
No, I'm talking about the original Dooms, the good ones. Doom 3 sucked.
Yeah, I heard it sucked. I heard it was like just Monster Closet the game, but again, I haven't played that either.
I was still scared of it when it came out when I was a pussy bitch younger. And I say younger, I mean like 12 probably.
This was 12 months ago then, when you last tried to play it.
Wow. I'm just leaving. This is terrible.
Are you going to storm out of his Google Hangout? Slam the door on your way out?
Yep. Of course.
I really want to play Doom. I heard it was only like I was looking. Part of we write news every Sunday on the website. You should check that out. And part of my news this week was I was looking up how long Doom games take to play, because the new one apparently is about 13 hours, give or take, depending on the difficulty. And that's according to the developer. And like Doom is only like 4 hours, so that's like the perfect slice of my attention.
Doom's fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun back at the time to just like listen to MIDI metal and go through with a chainsaw killing things.
Yeah. I just don't know if I'll get it.
No, probably not. It's like so arcadey. It's like archaic.
I know I don't like the dude's face in the corner. That is Doom, isn't it?
Or Quake. They both had faces of the main character.
See, I only ever played Quake 3 Arena. I played that in school on laptops.
Yeah, that was a good game.
But that was like years later. Like I didn't play it at the time. It was just like, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something. We played Quake 3 Arena a lot.
Yeah, for me it was StarCraft Brood War. Every lunchtime lessons would finish, you'd run to the library before all the computers were taken, and we'd sit there and play LAN StarCraft for like 50 minutes, and then rush down to the canteen and get food in the last like 5 minutes.
When you were in primary school, did you have that weird ROMI program where you like program this fucking Pac-Man style thing to walk around a maze?
No.
I think it's called
Are you not thinking
ROMI
like Scratch? Or, yeah, Scratch.
No, I got a qualification in Scratch. I'm not joking. That was part of my DIDA, Diploma in Digital Applications, was a Scratch assignment.
Do you have that on your CV?
It was, my Scratch assignment was great. It was a fucking 2D game. It was like isometric. It was terrible, but you were rescuing the Queen from aliens, and you had to like dodge these UFOs. It was basically XCOM. And these UFOs were flying back and forth across this London with this really bad Big Ben drawing I made him paint.
Of course.
I had to rescue the Queen. Whatever, that game was cool. I should put that up on a website. Somebody, like an art project. What are we doing here?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I ever used Scratch. I think I did, but I only made the basic cat thing. Like, we weren't cool enough to make our own games and get qualifications like you did.
Yeah, that was...
I wasn't as privileged as you.
Yeah, Peel Clothwork is a real privileged upbringing.
Yeah. Although, did you have the computer bus that turned up like once in a blue moon?
I didn't like the man who drove it. I know that sounds weird, but I always have bad memories of him, and I don't know why.
Did he touch you with the giraffe puppets?
Yeah, he made me touch his iMac when everyone else was outside. Yeah. Not an iMac, sorry. What were they called? The colourful ones.
Oh,
it was an iMac, wasn't it? It was just an early one.
I think so. They were just called like Apple PCs because I'm pretty sure that's what they were called back in the day. Apple PCs.
Yeah, fucking terrible.
They were great. You know, you walk into the computer booth and you just see like the rainbow of iMacs just on the desks.
Yeah, but they
pristine
looked
white
tacky.
keyboards and mice, and you'd sit there and use like GarageBand for 40 minutes.
Dude, didn't they have the really fat mice? Like
Yes.
the really smooth fat mice where you didn't know where the buttons were.
Yeah, and they also didn't give you headphones, so everybody doing like a class of like 40 students all using GarageBand to make music don't hear what you're making, you just hear this mess.
You just hear somebody hitting synth 4 over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Jesus, right, when I said what we're doing here, is like, why have we just spent 10 minutes waxing nostalgia about our childhoods?
I don't know, you
Ouya.
started slagging off the Ouya, and then it just kind of, got out of hand.
Yeah, what have you been doing recently with your life? We haven't done a podcast in ages.
No, we haven't. Like, in the past week, I had my birthday.
That was cool.
No, it was pretty boring.
Good.
I think I went out with my family, and then I slept, and then I was like, you know what, I can't play XCOM 2 on this crappy laptop, so I'll just replay Enemy Within. And that's all I've been doing for the past week is playing Enemy Within.
You could do worse things. You could play worse games than that.
I could do worse, but I could also do better, because I got, like, I don't know, like 10, 15 hours in, and then recently I was like, you know what, I'm just going to install the Long War mod and start again.
Oh god, what are you doing?
I'm never going to finish this game, I've come to understand.
4 years later, you're still struggling to finish a game of XCOM.
Yeah, I really want to play XCOM 2, but my laptop will never run it. And there's not going to be like a console release anytime soon because they said they were focusing on PC because it was I think they built a new engine and they were trying to get it just on PC launching fine, which they didn't do.
I think it's a modified version of Unreal 3.5.
Yeah.
That's why it's got all the loading issues. I was reading a Reddit thread for a while back when it was having those problems.
Yeah, the only thing I read on Reddit is the developers said the console version isn't out of the question. They just want PC now to focus on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even any controller support in there yet. So
yeah, you can use the Steam controller.
Yeah, you can't use an actual controller though. That you might want to use.
Hey, the Steam controller is an actual controller. I almost bought one.
Have you heard one person say something good about it? Because I haven't.
No, but I will go out and buy one and I will review it.
First tech review for the site.
Yeah.
It'll be up there with my fucking 3D printed Spartan.
Yeah, that was a tech review. Come on.
Technically, yeah, we didn't put a score on it, but I probably should do.
What would you rate your 3D printed Spartan?
I mean, it was bad. It looked like somebody like fucking put a piece of icing sugar in a really hot room and it like started to sweat.
It started to melt. It's like it's made of Play-Doh.
No, it's like rock solid and heavy. It just looks as if it's like sugary, sweaty icing.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. It's on my desk. It's next to my Finn and Ray. I was going to call them Amiibos, but I guess they're just Disney Infinity figures.
Do they have like an official name?
No. I think it's just figures. I don't think they have any cool name.
Oh, what a shame.
We're going to call them Infinis from now on.
Infinis, I was trying to think of some like bullshit Disney like marketing thing, but I just couldn't do it.
No. So XCOM 2. We've got a video and review up on the website. That's a good game. It's got problems. I've been playing some more of it. I played a little bit every day, pretty much. It's really hard. It's like harder than XCOM 1.
Yeah, I really want to play it, but I can't, and it sucks.
I'm fucking struggling on normal. I knew that it was harder because I'd heard like reviewers and stuff talking about how much harder it was. So I was like, whatever. I need to write this review, and it's going to take me hours. So I just played it off first through on Rookie, and that had like some hard spots, but overall I didn't really struggle. Then playing it through on normal now, it's like no, I've just got like 3 people alive and like 20 wounded at any given time.
Do you restart if people die, or do you just carry on?
Depends who it is. Yeah, it depends who it is, really.
I was like, when I reinstalled the Long War mod for Enemy Within, I was like, okay, people die, I'm just going to carry on. But then I made the mistake of naming them after people, and then when they died, I was like, well, I've got to restart now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see Shinsuke Nakamura get his head blown off by a sectoid.
How can you fucking ruin like sacrosanct lore of your XCOM game by including real life people? I've never understood that.
Hey, I don't know. It gets you attached to them. Then when they die, you're like, well, that sucks.
Maybe that just tells you more about my attachments to real life people.
Maybe you name them all after fictional characters.
Yeah, because they mean more to me. Yeah, that's a cool game. Read a review, please. It's fucking my longest review in like a year.
Hmm.
That should be really good for SEO, you'd think, but it hasn't been yet.
Yeah.
I played a bit of Destiny the other day.
Oh, what are you doing?
I played about half an hour of Destiny, enough to know that I don't want to play any more Destiny for a while.
You probably shouldn't play any more Destiny.
They're meant to be having a big update this spring, adding like new light levels and quote content, but I don't know if that's just new ways to play old content, which is probably what it is.
Yeah.
That could be cool. I mean, there's no more of that coming out until like September. So.
Isn't there supposed to be a second quote unquote big DLC coming out for it?
Yeah, in December though. September. It's around that time. Obviously, we don't know the date yet, but they've pushed Destiny 2 back to 2017, and that was meant to be this year. So it's you would want something that's probably bigger than what was the last one called? The bigger one.
Oh,
fuck! You could tell it made an impression.
The Taken King?
The Taken King.
There we go. I know more about Destiny than you, come on.
Yeah, I mean, trying to push it from my mind, thank you.
I wish I could.
And I played some Drive Club.
Oh, what are you doing, Kyle? You're playing Destiny and Drive Club.
So I was waiting for Destiny to patch, and the only thing I could play, not the only thing, but the only thing that was like in my immediate list of games that I didn't need a disc for on my PS4 that was patched, was Drive Club. So I played a couple of missions, a couple of races of Drive Club. That game looks really nice. Like, still looks amazing. I hadn't been back since they'd patched Rain in. So I was just playing Rain night things in Tokyo in Japan.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
It was sick. That game, I can't wait. They said they're going to do VR for it. I'm pretty sure they have. I can't wait to play a bit of that in VR.
Play that and feel sick.
Yeah, just vomit all over my bed. I'd just be lying in my vomit as I'm racing, drifting back poorly because I'm bad at that game.
You gotta learn to Tokyo Drift.
I really like that driving. Simple game, but it's nice.
Speaking of driving, I've been playing Rocket League because that finally came out on the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that? A lot of people like it.
I really like it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I played a bit of it, but it demanded too much skill, and I don't have that kind of commitment.
Really? Because I'm enjoying being bad at it. I like going into 4v4 games and watching everybody just miss the ball and just slam into each other. And I'm like, yeah, this is just chaos.
Have you got the hang of the aerial?
No.
Have you ever managed to hit anything in the air? 'Cause I don't think I have intentionally.
I have a few times, but I'm enjoying being bad at the game. It's a lot more fun.
It's funny how
I like to reverse up into my goals, flip upside down onto my roof, and then just spin around on my goal line as everybody else is up the field playing the game.
That just seems as if you're trolling your own team.
No, because then when the ball flies down towards me and hits me as I'm spinning around, it ricochets off me and shoots across the map. Yeah,
you look as if you're playing the long game and you actually know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to look cool, basically.
And really, you're just breakdancing in this fucking remote control car.
Yeah, I played a game second day. It came out last Tuesday, I think.
Sure.
And then the next day on Wednesday, I was just playing a random 3v3 game, and I got into a game with 3 French, clearly 12-year-olds, because they were calling me PD because I was being so good.
PD?
PD is French slang for faggot.
Oh.
Yeah. I scored, and they just started calling me PD.
Maybe they were calling the other team faggots.
No, because then they clearly called out my gamer tag and just said, "You suck," after I scored a third goal against them.
Oh, they weren't on your team.
No, they were against me. So I just responded with "get good" every time. They eventually left.
God, even the fucking French filthy.
Xbox Live is the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know. I've been playing some Eternal Crusade. That was the other thing I've been playing on an almost daily basis.
Eternal Crusade? What?
Yeah, it was a Warhammer early access game we checked out a couple of weeks ago. Oh god,
yeah, the stuttery one.
Yeah, it's now plays fine. Well, at the moment plays fine. Next patch it could be a mess, you never know.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the Steam store. Maybe it was free for a day or something, I don't remember.
I don't know that it was free, but it is. They're updating it almost like not daily, but like every other day. There's something new. So there's a new map coming this Tuesday. There's a melter gun the other week. That's cool. And a lot of performance patches. It's actually they're doing a lot with it. You can now actually view your people in the loadout screen, which is nice.
That's good.
But yeah, like that has text chat as well as voice chat. I'm just like in the last game I played last night. It's like just the most foul, like calling my team shitheads because we were being spawn camped basically. And it was like, yeah, I guess the idea was to rile up your opponent so they do shit things, and we did end up losing.
I don't think it's a case of like intimidation. I think it's just people being assholes online.
Yeah, I like to think it's intimidation though. I like to think as if there's a purpose to their like cruelty.
No, it's just people being assholes.
Yeah.
Like back, do you remember a long time ago, like I say a long time ago, like a year ago, when it was like, oh yeah, Microsoft wants people to use their real names on Xbox Live.
They should do that.
Yeah, they should do that, because then when some French asshole is calling me PD, I can be like, okay, fucking Justin Lacroix, calm down, I know who you are. You're not fucking XX Blunt Boy XX 420.
Or XX Le Blunt 420. But I'm all for stripping away internet anonymity.
I'm not. There should be some anonymity, but not for assholes.
4chan can stay where it is, but the rest of the internet, fucking a name and address beneath everything you post.
Of course, yeah.
Except for 4chan, that's obviously sacrosanct. Have you been playing anything else?
No. I think I saw City Skylines was free on Steam, and I was like, oh man, I want to try that game. Like, I was just going to buy it because it was cheap on sale. But I was like, no, yeah, it was like...
shit, I want that game.
It was like £10 the other day.
God damn it.
It might still be that, but I was like, yeah, I want this game. But then I saw it was free, so I was like, okay, I'll try it out. Downloaded it, wouldn't launch. Every time I went to launch it, it just crashed the desktop.
I mean, it's Focus Home Interactive, come on. Only half their games ever work.
I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't buy this then. I guess I can't play it.
Yeah, weird. I've only heard good things about that game, though.
Yeah, same. It's a shame. I think it's just my laptop being shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking up City Skyline on the Steam app right now. Hold on.
It's fine. It was like £10. Yeah, there you go. Do you want to waste like 100 hours of your life managing this city?
I do. I mean, I've got nothing to do with my days at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, I want to waste my life building this city when I could go out and help my real life city and get a job and be a functional part of society. But no,
I could go out and pack bags for people in the real city.
Yep.
Or I could do road management in this fake virtual city. That means more to me.
Yeah,
I know this has nothing to do with games, but you will appreciate this. I managed to get some really complicated MVC shit working this morning. That's taken me days, and it was the best feeling ever.
Wait, didn't you tell me this on like Tuesday?
Yeah, this is a different thing though. Yeah, see, I fucked myself over by having tables that weren't linked, which was a problem. And like today, I managed to get user-specific stuff behind authentication walls, which is really simple if you don't know how to fucking program. But when you don't know the language, it's fucking like the biggest thing ever.
What language is it?
This is C#.
Oh.
C# MVC, which I've never done before this project. Yeah. Some fun stuff, actually. When you get the hang of it, it's like the most rewarding thing ever. And I really regret not taking more programming subjects.
Yeah. I enjoyed programming. I like understood it.
Yeah.
Well, I understood it pretty well. It's just that when you came into a problem, you just felt like killing yourself.
That was why I didn't do it this year.
Yeah.
In our final year. It was because there was always that fear that I was going to get stumped and then fucked over on my grades because of it. But it's so rewarding when you just get the most smallest... You know, if you just like list this piece of functionality on a fucking, bullet point list, people will be like, what? This is a really simple thing. But when you get it working, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
I enjoyed last year, like, programming. We'd just work through the class tasks. We'd run into a problem, obviously, and then we'd just sit there and brainstorm for like 20 minutes. Be like, okay, how do we get this working?
Yeah, I don't know if you were there, but I had a meeting. Were you at that lecture the other day? Guest?
What?
Were you at a guest lecture the other day?
No, I didn't go.
Well, that was it was really nice because they were obviously a really They were a tech company, let's say, doing solutions for gambling sites throughout the globe.
Of course, this is the Isle of Man. Of course, some gambling company came in to talk to us.
Yeah, it's illegal in America, so they're all over here.
Yep.
It's basically how that works. But like, it was really gratifying for them to be like, it doesn't matter what you know now; it's just your ability to problem solve, and that's like all that matters. I'm like, yeah, those people get it. This had nothing to do with anything. It was just,
yeah. You didn't go to that one with the app.
Fuck no, the crazy
guy,
some black people or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, who wanted to he was like, yeah, he was terrible. He wasn't at all like that. He was like, if you don't know what you're doing, then we don't want you. And he was like, raise your hand if you can do what we want. Nobody raised their hands, and he just went, crossed his arms and sat down.
Nice. This guy was this fellow was level-headed and also extremely rich.
Of course.
It was not the company that we were told we were meeting. It was in fact a different company. Yeah,
what?
it was hilarious for them to be like, so we're from this company, and like, no, actually we're from this company. It was really weird.
Wow, I can imagine our lecturer had like egg on his face.
Yeah, he was also late. And, yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, I kind of regret not going, but I had other things to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to miss out on the chance of listening to one of our amazing classmates ask dumb questions for an hour, that's on you.
Oh man, so
you can imagine.
So glad I missed that then.
What have I told you? They're both the same nationality. Anyway, we should probably get back to video games. I don't know where that tangent came from, but I really wanted to fucking rejoice in my amazing MVC breakthroughs.
I'm just, my head's just running through the type of questions that you could have asked. It's like, so what exactly are the rules of slot machines?
No, you're thinking like too specific. More like, how can I get hired with you? Is like the opening question.
Wow.
Basically.
Mm.
Anyway, video games. I haven't programmed one. Do you want to program one?
No, I will happily. I will sit at a desk and I will say, this is what I want, and other people can make it for me.
Or they won't, and you'll just be upset that they haven't made the perfect game for you.
Yep.
And on that note, let's talk about Fallout 4.
Why
you don't like.
Why are we talking? I like Fallout 4.
Well, I wanted to segue into news, and that's my first news icon. Article.
Okay. Great segue that you had to explain it.
Well, if you'd just gone with it, I wouldn't have had to, would I?
No, I guess not.
If we were in the same room, I could just give you the death stare, and that would have worked fine.
If you're going to talk about what I think you're going to talk about, I don't want to, because people will bitch and complain.
Well, probably. Are we going to talk about the Season Pass?
I thought that was what you were going to talk about, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're wrong. Those people.
They are wrong. So, Bethesda came out and they're like, okay, here's the Season Pass, we're going to put out this DLC. And then, last week, they were like, hang on a second, the response for Fallout 4 has been great, whatever. We are going to put out more DLC than we promised, but as a result, we're going to increase the price of the Season Pass. You have until March 1st to buy the Season Pass at the old price, and you will still get all the additional content we're going to add.
Yeah.
And people
so what are people pissed off about?
People are like, oh my god, Bethesda are worse than EA for increasing the price of the Season Pass. It's like, no, calm down, they're adding more content.
Did they not read the other part?
No, apparently not. People just heard increased Season Pass price and they just blew the fuck up.
It's not even like this is the first time people have done that. I mean, Dying Light, which just had its Season Pass in question released, they did the same thing, like a month ago.
I'm pretty sure Borderlands 2, or whichever latest Borderlands game came out, increased the price of the Season Pass after they first announced it.
I don't think it was the most recent one, because nobody bought that, and I can't even remember what it's called.
Oh,
so it must have been 2.
The pre-sequel.
Sure, yeah, whatever the fuck it was called.
Of course. But like, I know, people just having irrelevant opinions. Like, you can have your opinion, but if you don't actually understand all the facts, your opinion's irrelevant.
I mean, they can have their opinion and not get it, but they never acknowledge it, do they? That's the problem with the internet, is nobody ever concedes that they're wrong.
Yeah, that's just it. Nobody can be wrong, basically. Like, I think I told you about this, like, thing that I read where someone was like, oh, Bethesda are like, it's like if you went into Subway every day and you bought a $5 footlong, and then one day you go in and it's suddenly $9 and you have to pay for every ingredient. It's like, no, that doesn't make sense. That's not what they're doing here.
Also, that's okay. That's how that company decided to price its thing that day. What's the problem there? You don't buy the footlong, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a problem with season passes in general, considering they didn't announce what was in the season pass to begin with. Like, if they had turned around and said, okay, this is the season pass, there's 2 small DLCs and 1 big one for £24, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
To be fair, we had this discussion the other day. That is the almost... what they've said about the original season pass content, they've outlined 3 things. That's like almost the same as what they released for Skyrim in terms of form, function, and size.
Yeah, you explained it to me. The first one being the...
Automaton,
where you build your own robot companion is kind of like...
the Dawngate.
Dawnguard,
yeah. In that, there was new stuff. There was new companion. Obviously, you got your vampire thing. So there was like that new mechanic angle. But also, it was existing... at least some part of it was existing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of new maps. I don't think this will have any new maps. This is all just entirely build your own robot stuff, but I'm sure there'll be quests for it.
Yeah, I think that's what the idea is, isn't it? Like, you're going to have to hunt down these different robots to get their components.
Yeah, and then the second one they announced is stuff for your... not Sanctuary, what are they called?
Settlements?
The settlements, yeah, which is very similar to Hearthfire from Skyrim, where you build your own house.
Yeah.
And then, like Skyrim, when they released... help me out here. Dragonborn.
New area. New
yeah,
island,
they
new quests.
like complete new islands, new quests, lots of new stuff, and in this one there's the whole
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor, yeah.
So this is where I've just looked up the prices for this Skyrim DLC. I'm going to guess they're at the same price they were when they launched, because it sounds about right. Dawnguard was £14, which is obviously more expensive than the Automaton.
Yeah. Well, though, to be fair, Dawnguard did add new areas and new quests.
Yeah. Well, I suspect this will add new quests, but yeah, no new areas. Yeah. Hearthfire was $3.49, sorry.
Yeah. I think
a little bit less.
I think the settlement stuff is more than the Hearthfire stuff was just 3 areas that you can build a house in, and that was about it. This
settlement is $4.99, I think. It's a little bit more.
The settlements seem to add a lot more than the Hearthfire stuff.
And Dragonborn was also £14.
I think.
So obviously Far Harbor's quite a bit more. I think. It's
Far Harbor is about £24. I think it was the price of the season pass.
£20.
Yeah.
So it was like they're giving you like £10, $15 over the value, which is almost identical pricing to Skyrim stuff.
Yeah.
At about $35.
I mean, I'm gonna buy the season pass now because I want to play the Far Harbor stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the first 2 DLCs, but it will make me boot up Fallout 4 to check it out for a few hours at least.
Well, they're the kind of things that you might not, you wouldn't necessarily want them to go and experience them right now for 5 hours. But when you're playing the new content, it's new systems, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like quality of life updates almost.
I mean, when Far Harbor comes out, I might just start a new character and then experience all of the DLCs together.
Yeah.
So
they weren't clear. They've said that the new season pass value is going to be over $60. Hence the new price raised to $50.
I think so, yeah.
£40, somewhere around there. But that's not clear if it includes the $35 that are currently there.
It does,
or the $40, right? So you're probably getting about around the value of another big expansion. Then maybe just some more smaller ones as well.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they do Fallout 4 justice. If you look at Fallout 3 and New Vegas, for example, all their expansions were pretty sizable. I mean, they're adding these 2 small DLCs and then 1 expansion, and that was originally going to be their DLC season. It seems underwhelming.
Yeah, see, I would agree with you, except I realised that it was identical to Skyrim's entire life.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that really pissed me off when, Fallout 4 was first announced. People were like, oh my god, this game looks like shit. And people are like, oh, it's a Fallout game, of course it does. If you look at New Vegas, the latest one, compared to Fallout 4, it's so much better. And even if you compare it to Skyrim at the time didn't look great, but this looks good. But people still bitched about the graphics. I
don't know, I think Fallout 4 looks real rough in some spots.
Really?
Mostly on the console. I'm playing on the PC, so it looks pretty good. It's got great lighting, so it kind of makes up for it almost. But from what I've seen of the Xbox and PS4 versions of Fallout 4, holy shit. I don't know how you're playing that.
I I'm just not a snob like you, apparently. I think it looks good.
Yeah, me, the Wii U evangelist, is a real graphics whore. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you that guy from the Miiverse threads that just posts pictures of the water in video games?
Probably, yeah. Just every one of them on a daily basis. Whatever. I fucking love Super Mario Maker. Got to get that out there more.
Yeah.
You can never say that enough. That game's actually really good.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Nintendo, do you want to talk about the Miitomo stuff?
I don't know anything about it. I signed up for it.
Yeah,
and
so
didn't
did I.
read it.
It's basically, it looks like it's going to be Tomodachi Life, but on a phone. But without the game part of it, it's just you have a little avatar, or your me, and you can buy clothes with real money, and you basically just ask questions to your friends. It seems so dumb.
What do you mean ask questions to your friends? Like, is it just like you've got chat functionality?
Your me will ask you questions like, what's your favourite colour? And I'll be like, blue. And then
Black, like my soul.
If you were using that app, it would say like, what's Matthew's favourite colour? And you'd have to guess from a list of things.
I'd have to say Sonic Blue, and that probably wouldn't be in there.
Sonic's arms are not blue.
What? Oh, they're the Mace dude, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the Mace dude. But I don't know, Miitomo it's dumb. I like that they stole the Tomo, which is in Japanese, Tomodachi literally means friend, and they just stole Tomo, like in Tomodachi Life.
So they've it's me friend, basically.
Yeah, me friend.
Never acknowledged that anyway. It's a really fucking dumb name.
It is, yeah, that's why I laughed at Tomodachi Life, at the naming of that.
Miitomo's going to go nowhere though, right?
Probably not, no.
Like, no one's going to use it. It's like, it's going to be less useful than Smart Glass. At least I get messages on my phone from that.
I can't get Smart Glass on my phone because it's Android and the Isle of Man laws keep a lot of stuff. Like, I can't get Spotify, I can't get Dropbox.
So you can't get Dropbox. Can you not just go to their website and download it?
No, they don't have it. I mean, I don't want to install, like, the Amazon Underground's kernel or whatever it is to get it.
Well, I mean, look, you're a programmer. Get on there and write your own store system.
Yeah, clearly.
You're an Android user. That's what you're meant to do. You're a power user.
Yeah, I'm just going to... Actually, the USB cable I bought would allow me to root my phone if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Do we have anything else to say about the Fallout stuff?
No, I don't think so.
I really wanted to play some Fallout this morning because I was down... So Manx Radio, the national radio station, the voice of the island, they play, like, they're on the Saturday mornings, they have... I can't remember what it's called. It's like Radio Caroline or something. It's like they're going to play 50s songs and 60s songs and stuff.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. Why do I never hear this?
Every Saturday, it's like the same 10 songs on cycle. But whatever, like they're really good. And I can't remember what it was. One of the songs really sounded like Atom Bomb Baby. So I just got my mind was like stuck on Fallout. So I was writing some news this morning, and with Atom Bomb Baby on loop on YouTube.
That's pretty good. Was it not the Bongo Bongo Congo song? That's a pretty good one.
No, but that sounds horribly racist, so...
That's a song in Fallout. It's pretty good.
No, I don't... I remember Atom Bomb Baby and Uranium... Winter?
What?
Uranium Fever. Fever.
I remember that one, okay.
Yeah.
Uranium Fever.
Yeah, they're the only two songs that matter.
It's down and got me down.
I hated Fallout 3's music. But I think that's just...
Really?
I think that was just me rather than it being different. I think that was just me at that time.
Did you not like hearing I Don't Want to Set Your World on Fire every 10 seconds?
That's the only one I remember. Yeah.
That's the only one I remember as well, yeah.
Also, fuck 3Dog. He was really annoying.
Yeah, he's better than William or whatever the guy's name is in 4.
Is he the dude in the shack in the middle of that town?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I like him just because he's like fucking, chemtrails, massive conspiracy nuts.
Have you...
Having like nervous breakdowns on the radio. I can sympathize with him.
Have you done his quest line?
No.
If you do his quest line, you help him like hit on a girl and get into a fight, and then he gains more confidence.
So he changes, like on the radio. Are you there? This is a technical interlude. We'll be back with the news after this break. And we are back after a technical nightmare.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is working flawlessly.
We can't say that because neither of us know where the last recording ended.
Yeah, that was like, what, 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I've eaten a sandwich and some great fucking chocolate tart in that time, so.
I've fucked around uninstalling USB drivers on Windows, because it's always a joy to use Windows.
It's almost like you should buy a Mac or something.
Yeah, I have like $1,500 lying around.
It's well worth the investment. I've used this for like 3 years now almost.
Yeah.
Flawless. And now I'm running Ubuntu, Google Chrome OS, and Windows. And
Why
my
have you
Mac
got
on the same.
Linux?
Because I needed to install an Nginx server. Nginx is how you pronounce it?
I don't know. I don't Linux.
To be fair, it's actually I've not used this version of Ubuntu, and it's actually alright. Not terrible. I don't like that everything's red though.
I'm pretty sure you can change that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to boot it up again. It was just like I booted it. Now every time I hit my Parallels, I just see this little red window reminding me everything was really red. And like I opened Terminal in it. I installed the thing, open Terminal to install Nginx. And then I could type in commands, but none of them were working until I closed it and opened it again, and then it was fine. So I don't know what that was about. Pretty open source shit for you.
Yep.
Do we have anything else we need to talk about relating to video games and the playing thereof?
No, I just want to murder myself now after spending so much time messing around with this new microphone.
Wasting that prime talking time on your fucked USBs.
Yep.
I'm just raking my mind and notes for anything of value.
I can't think of anything else.
I never did a video of Just Cause 3, did I?
No, I forgot you even bought it.
So I played a ton of that over the Christmas break. I didn't finish it, but they're releasing some DLC, which is basically adding sky fortresses, like giant fucking aircrafts in the sky.
What? That sounds awesome.
And you've got the wingsuit in that game. Well, they're now adding rockets to the wingsuit, so you can just fucking fly.
That sounds really cool, actually. Wow.
So we might check that out. I don't know. I don't know the price on that. I don't know when it's out, but I just called that.
Didn't you have a weird dream a long time ago that I was supposed to edit and put into a podcast at some point? About, Triple H on a sky fortress?
I don't remember that specific dream, but I remember having a couple of conversations with you like that. At least we recorded at least one of them.
Yeah, you were talking about some, sky fortress, and Triple H was, the leader of it for some reason.
Yeah, out in Peel Bay. Yeah, I totally remember that now.
They're stealing your dreams.
God damn it, Avalanche. Stealing. That game's alright. Just Cause 3.
Is it?
The performance isn't as bad as you might think on the consoles. I mean, it's bad, but it's almost fun bad in that you can appreciate each frame for longer.
Yeah, I mean, it has really nice explosions. At least you can see every frame of the explosion over the course of a minute.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's even better than Battlefront's explosions and stuff.
Yeah. I still need to find a cheap copy of Battlefront.
It's I haven't been on recently since they added those 2 new costumes. But I'll get on there. I want to buy the premium for it. So
yeah, I think I was talking to you about this, but I prefer the prequels of Star Wars over the original trilogy. I don't know. It's just I like Anakin more, and I guess I'm an asshole for liking the special effects of the first 3. Because I watched episode 4. I got kind of bored towards the end. I quit watching episode 5 halfway through.
Oh my god!
When he got to Dagobah,
that's the best episode.
When he got to Dagobah and he was talking to Yoda, I was like, "This is just terrible."
I disagree, but that's not the best scene of that movie. But
watching the prequels, I was like, I really want to buy the Battlefront game now. And then watching the original trilogy, I'm like, no, I don't. This Star Wars sucks.
I don't. I understand where that view comes from, but I didn't think you would have it. I didn't think you would actually enjoy the prequels more, especially not after 1. 2, I can see why you would, because angsty Anakin's super hot, and then 3 has got I think 3 is a genuine good movie with betrayal, great music, great action scenes. Yeah,
3 is amazing. I mean, 1, I don't mind 1. I've seen it so many times because it's always on at Christmas for some reason.
Holy shit.
If they removed the pod racing stuff from it, it would be a decent movie.
Yeah, it would also be half an hour shorter.
That's a good point.
But it wouldn't be fucking decent, because nothing happens until, fucking Naboo starfighters that are cool and yellow fly at that Trade Federation ship.
I guess, but
right at the end, the last half hour.
I enjoy the prequels. I know Episode 6 is apparently the best one according to people, and I remember enjoying that. So I'm sure when I eventually get through 5, then I might start to like them again.
I always liked 5 more because it was Hoth. And that was just super cool to me.
It's so corny. I don't like it. It's almost cringeworthy just seeing some of the like special effects.
But it was made in like the 70s. And bear in mind, if you're watching the new ones, and you're probably seeing like the 90s remix special effects.
Probably. I'm also watching them on Blu-rays as well, so
you can appreciate them in their fullest.
Yeah. I know, it's
You've seen 7, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I really enjoy it. I think 7's my favourite.
Yeah, I think 7's my favourite too. But I'm pretty sure I said that about 3 and 2 as well when they came out.
No, I think they started filming the latest one, actually.
Yeah, they have, yeah. I think at least part of it's as well set on that. We're not going to spoil episode 7. Let's not.
Yeah, like, there's a video on the official Star Wars YouTube channel I just saw on YouTube, and it was like the ending scene of 7, and then you just hear the director shout, "Cut!" And then it comes up saying, "Star Wars now filming episode 8.
Yeah. I heard that they've changed the script to that quite late to allow more time with the new characters. Or the characters from 7, I guess.
Really? I heard that the script already leaked and people already know what's going to happen.
Well, like every script leaks from Hollywood that I understand. Like, it's a really common thing for scripts to leak like a year out. Like, more than video games, because when a video game leaks, it's like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's quite actually relatively common for Hollywood.
I've never heard of a script leaking before. That's how much I pay attention to movies and Hollywood.
I read Empire magazine. I'm up there with you film buffs.
You don't use E.
What?
E, the TV news thing. It's a TV channel.
I don't watch TV, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but you read like the way they shit online. I'm pretty sure E has a website. I thought you'd be all over it. It's all like Kim Kardashian latest gossip.
I only read MSN's Wonderwall because I use Outlook for one of my email addresses. So I like to jump onto my MSN homepage every morning and catch up on the latest fashion, celebrities, gossip, and news.
Yep.
It's terrible.
God.
I can't.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
But whatever, like, it's that and like Donald Trump rallies, and they're hilarious for 2 different reasons.
Oh, I'm tired of hearing about the American politics stuff. It's all over Twitter. I'm just bored of it.
I don't understand how that man's allowed to walk outside and not be locked up. Like, he's just fucking insane.
Yeah,
shit that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy, I guess.
I literally watched a rally the other day that started with like 5, I don't know, maybe early secondary school, girls in cheerleader outfits, literally singing about making America great. And I think like bombing people was in there as lyrics. It was fucking unbelievable.
That's that's pretty bad.
It's like whatever. That stuff with the Pope was hilarious. I'm not even a Christian or Catholic, so
I've not heard that. All I've heard is people like talking about Bernie Sanders. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's going to fix America and tax all the rich people and give free education and free school or free healthcare and stuff.
He's the Democrat running against Clinton, isn't he? The really old boy.
The really old boy, did you just say?
Yeah, he's like fucking super old. Look up Bernie Sanders.
I think I've seen pictures of him, yeah. All I see is people using the hashtag Feel the Burn when they're dissing Trump.
How long is it? 8 years? Is 2 terms? President?
Yes.
4-year term, yeah. But like I'm almost doubt that dude would make it through 1 term.
He's like, what, 79 or something?
Exactly. I'll look
I don't know. Okay, Google. Bernie Sanders. Let's have a look. Arrest photos of young activist Bernie Sanders emerge from Tribune archives.
He's fucking 74, right? So like, look at Obama when he went into office and he was young, and compared to where he is now, it's like there's no way fucking Bernie Sanders would survive unless they give him like an exosuit or something.
Maybe. I'm just looking at a picture of him here on time.com. He looks like the Emperor from Star Wars with the melting face.
Is he going to fucking push Mace Windu out of a window and that's how he's going to start his new
Maybe
reign?
It sounds like he's like a hippie rebel kind of person. There's just an article about how he was arrested for like protesting years ago when he was younger.
Yeah, when he could protest, unaided, without a catheter. Whatever.
I just imagine him in tie-dye, like fighting the power.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing now. He's like, yeah, fight the power, fuck the rich.
Right. I don't know anything about Bernie Sanders. All I ever hear about is Donald Trump. And that's not me disparaging Bernie Sanders. He's probably a great guy. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know anything about American politics. I just remember, 8 years ago in the elections, every British person was like, yeah, Obama seems really cool. He should win.
I mean, I still think that now, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Every British person was like, Obama's so cool.
I mean, yeah, because he was like... a lot of American politicians, and I don't know if this plays outside of the US, but like they look like psychopaths, or they are in fact psychopaths. Like Donald Trump, like, take Bush or someone. So for like Obama just seemed like a normal dude who, like, I don't know. He seemed like legit and real in a way that American presidents that I've seen never have been.
Yeah, I just thought he was cool. I don't know. And then I don't know how well he did as a president. People are like, oh, he failed as a president. I'm like, really?
I was actually reading an article the other day about all the things he has done and like the Obamacare and stuff, and I don't know. It seems like he's taken a lot of positive steps, but he hasn't gone to war, therefore he's done nothing.
What do you mean? He killed bin Laden single-handedly. He flew over, a Halo jumped out of a plane, strangled bin Laden while wearing an American suit.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was piloting Sahelanthropus at that time, yeah.
Oh my god, I want that now.
So, there's our hot take on American politics.
Yep. Obama is going to stop Eli, kidnap Sahelanthropus, bring it back and make America great again.
Yeah. I'm really bad. Really bad. We should move on.
We should, yes.
I was just thinking about child soldiers, and I'm like, I can't go there.
No.
Where were we? We
were wrapping up, I think.
We're gonna play some The Division. Is it called The Division or just Division?
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's The Division.
We're gonna play some The Division. Hopefully that'll be up on the website either before or after this podcast. Who knows? It's all up in the air.
Maybe. I'm gonna sit up. Oh, by the time this is out, my write up for WWE Fastlane should be up, hopefully.
Oh yeah, some hot WWE content.
Nothing's ever hot with the WWE.
Daniel Bryan. You didn't post anything about that on the site.
No, I didn't. But he fucking retired, and I was really upset about it.
Were you? Yeah.
It bummed me out, man.
So what's he doing now? Do we know?
No, right, so what happened was, sometime in April last year, he got injured and taken off the UK tour that they were on.
Right.
And then for like the past year, he's just been going in for surgeries on his neck and stuff. And then he was like, okay, I'm ready to come back. But then like stuff about his concussions started to come out, and then he kept going in for tests, and they were saying, no, you're fine, you can come back. But WWE kept refusing him. And so he went away for this one final test, which is like brand new and super advanced. And they found out that he has like damage on his brain from so many concussions, and he's susceptible to a bunch of stuff.
Right, so this is actually good for his health then.
Yeah, he retired because he found out these new results. Like, he wanted to come back. All the tests that he was taking said that he was fine. Took this new test, saw that he's pretty fucked up, and he was like, okay, I've got to retire.
That's good, I think.
It is good. Him. Like, in his retirement speech, he was talking about how he'd have seizures after concussions.
Oh, Jesus.
And he was like telling people not to like say anything about it, and he would always rush back too early from injuries and concussions to wrestle again.
I'm sure that WrestleMania last year fucking let's headbutt that dude. Headbutt what's his face on top of a ladder for 10 minutes was real good for him.
Dolph Ziggler,
yeah. I'm just imagining that now with any sort of brain damage, and holy shit.
Yeah, it's not good, but I mean, at least he's got his health. He was ready to start a family with Brie Bella, so I'm sure she'll retire and they'll have a family, and he'll be healthy and not like murder himself in a ring.
So he's going to be on the WWE Hall of Fame at some point, surely?
Yeah, probably.
Is he going to stick around WWE doing anything else that's not wrestling, or do we not know that?
Well, originally when WWE weren't going to clear him, he asked for his release. This was before he took that last test, and he was going to go wrestle for CMLL, which is like some Mexican wrestling thing.
Right. So a lot of jumping and shit then, basically.
Yeah, he was going to go down there, but I mean, I'm sure he can have a job for life in WWE. He'll disappear for a while, take some time off, and then he'll come back in some sort of role, not wrestling.
Commentary with him and what's his fucking face, the dude I can't stand.
Byron Saxton.
Yeah, that would be a lot of charisma on that bench.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's done commentary before.
I'm sure it was riveting. Look,
he commentated a match between Cesaro and R-Truth, and all he did was make bear jokes.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Cesaro got R-Truth into a bear hug, and he flipped the fuck out and just started to scream, "It's the bear hug! This is it! It's over!"
I thought you meant gay bear, so that's less fun to me, but yeah, sure.
No, unfortunately not.
Cesaro isn't hairy enough anyway.
But Daniel Bryan is, but he's not a bear. He's not big enough.
So, unless you have anything else, we should probably wrap up this edition of the Dropcast.
What's your favourite bear, Kyle?
I don't... This may reveal too much about me, but that's not the kind of thing I'm into.
I was talking about koala bears.
But probably Big Boss. If I had to be... If you were going to pin me down and hold like a cigarette to my eyes, like a lit, and like demand an answer from me, or you'd burn my retina, then I'd probably go Big Boss.
I would go Big Boss either way, or Adam Jensen, although he's not really a bear.
See ya.
That's the end.